global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Despite all the legal advice that's coming from front, back, center, the Rivers State House of Assembly have decided to make their own move, and this time around they're making very strong demands with ultimatums rising everywhere, shaking all the cabinet of Fubara. Even Fubara himself is not spared. And you're going to find out in a moment. Remember the last one they had to shift 48 hours to another extended 48 hours. But this time, their last plenary they had a few hours ago, the demands are strong and stringent. Let's dive into the news to find out exactly what they are demanding. They are making about 3 demands, but 2 very powerful ones, of which, according to the news, in a decisive mode that has intensified the political tension in Rivers State, House Speaker Martin Amaewhule has officially contested the legitimacy of the state purported Attorney General, Mr. Iboruma Dagogo, warning that his continued operation lacks constitutional backing. During a plenary session, Amaewhule issued a stern caution to the institutions and individuals engaging with Dagogo, emphasizing that such interactions carry significant legal risk. The speaker highlighted what he described as a pattern of constitutional violations by the state government, pointing to the presence of 19 unconfirmed commissioners currently serving in the State Executive Council. In a forceful address, Amaewhule characterized the governor's action as dictatorial, citing recent Supreme Court judgment. He particularly emphasized the constitutional requirement for legislative confirmation of such appointment, asserting that the current situation represents a clear breach of the 1999 Constitution. And the Speaker extended his warning to all judicial institutions from magistrate court to the Supreme Court regarding the state's lack of legally recognized Attorney General. He has demanded that the governor submit a new list of nominees within 48 hours to rectify the situation. The individual currently posing as the Attorney General is misleading the public, managing state funds, and issuing unauthorized statements, Amaewhule declared, underscoring the gravity of the constitutional crisis unfolding in Rivers State. This development marks another chapter in the ongoing political discord within Rivers State, raising significant questions about the legitimacy of executive appointments and their constitutional implications. Okay, let's let you also listen just briefly during the plenary when he also gave 72 hours ultimatum to the RISEIC chairman to appear before them. Already the pro-Wike camp, supporters of Wike and Martin Amaewhule and the 27 Rivers State lawmakers are insisting that Adolphus, the Enebele, the former retired Justice Enebele, risk also being arrested if he doesn't honor the call of Martin Amaewhule-led Rivers State Assembly within 72 hours. And in all sincerity, that he doesn't have immunity like Fubara does, and for that reason, he should get ready to get whatever he sees within 72 hours if he doesn't honor it. But it's quite shocking because he also gave them a letter of which they also have not responded about the dictatorial nature of their ultimatum being issued every now and then each time they sit during their plenary. Let's just listen to the asset of their plenary, then we'll come back with my colleague on this.
They are now given a new date, which is the 10th day of March 2025 at 10 a.m. to appear before this August Assembly to answer questions pertaining to their conduct in office as chairman and commissioners of the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission. Resolved that we will take the appropriate action as our response to the governor's refusal to abide by the provisions of the 1999 Constitution, more specifically Section 192.
All right, welcome back. You've heard the ultimatum he gave for RISEIC, commissioners, RISEIC chairman, and the rest. Give them 72 hours, or else they will be invoking the Constitution to ask for their arrest. And of course, for Fubara, They're wondering why he doesn't want to honor all the invitations and the budget they've demanded for him to present. They said, let's see, 7th of March is just about the corner, according to them. To make matters interesting, it's now 10th. What's your take on this, please?
Well, the situation in Rivers State seems as though nobody just wants to, give in. Everybody wants to be at the warring. It seems leadership in Rivers State has the similitude of a warring ground, as if both of them are in the theater of battle. And this one is not ready to give in. I want to prove my power. If we look at how things have been placed in leadership, as placed in state leadership, the governor is number one. He signs all documents. He's the one that is in charge of everything, whether you like it or yes. No. Seconded by possibly the legislature and then the judiciary. You understand? So, for you to try giving him ultimatum, giving him a timeline and all of that. He just received the CTC. He had replied. He just received the CTC. That barely some few hours ago. And he said, we are going to sit down. We're going to look to. Why don't you look at other issues, legislate on other issues and stop giving unnecessary ultimatum. Ultimatum, this is not a dictatorial government. This is democracy. You invite him, give him a time now, at least 7 days invitation, than for you to say on so they come and so. We are going to push this thing now. It has gone past this way. We're going to keep pushing this thing now. For the case of the Enabele Justice Enabele, Enabele has reacted, and he did it via the office. Don't forget, this is a former justice. He had reacted. Even if you're going to invoke your power in section 129, subsection 1 and 2, you're going to invoke your power there, send people to arrest him and all of that. He would charge the House of Assembly to go because he had replied you via his decision. And he did not just reply it, he went to the Legislative Act, which is respected by Nigerian Constitution. Legislative Act, which provides that you give someone 7 days. You're giving him 2 days, 3 days, 1 day, 2. What is that? Uga just give him 7 days. If you give him 7 days, and he says, and the demands of the lawyer is that they must apologize. They must apologize. So the whole thing is looking very cumbersome. We're going to be on this drill for as long as possible. And I don't think that going by all those unnecessary pushing up and down will help issues. Now, for example, there's something they just made mention that Fubara, we are giving him this timeline. Let him submit the names of this thing. Read the Constitution very well. The Constitution provides that the governor may. He did not say the governor must appoint. He said the governor may.
So he may not also
appoint commissioners, and then we'll submit the names to be screened by them. That's what this. So if he decided, I don't feel like to use commissioners again, bro, there's nothing you can do. You just be ranting. He may want to run the state like that. He has the legitimate right to run the state without commissioners. He can just hang people around himself and be running it like that. Because for him, he has the capacity to run around. He will just be using the state permanent secretaries in those ministry and all of that to be running the whole show. And there's nothing you can do about it. These are the things we are doing. So let's try to create a balance here. Don't try to be forceful. Why not things like okay, we have been reinstated. Pretend as if no wahala anywhere. You understand? As if you were dealing with Wike. That's how you would have done it. Pretend as if there was no wahala. And what would you do? Quietly just say, we are going to pay the governor a visit.
Courtesy visit.
Now that we have been reinstated, we are going to pay him a courtesy visit. If by the time you people get there and he refuses to open his door for you people, but I don't think the Fubara will be that heartless to do such. You understand? Pay him a courtesy visit. Sir, we have been reinstated, as we all know. And I think that we will start running the state the way it should be so that the people of Rivers State will be happy. Don't forget that this is the number one boss. He was elected. These are the things to restore back so that he can say, okay, now that we need to find, a particular ground to be relating. I can't be a governor and you be subjugating me and all of that. Let's find a way of relating.
Level
playing ground. That's what we're talking about. Come on, if you be forcing me, come on there, 72 hours. This one will come and say, because they are our children, we'll give them to
children indeed.
Who does does the Constitution recognize them as children? They are appointees. And it is done by the governor. There's nothing. Okay, you are not talking about they should sack this person. How? Were you in office? Did you not defect? Was your seat not declared vacant? A lot of things to handle. We are going to sit back to watch. Now, if you say you want to issue, this is a justice, so
he knows it's right.
He knows it's right too. We've got to be careful in this.
Well, like my Yoruba brethren will always say, pele pele. Like even the same weekend we are talking about, we always say, Inyendeba. I would have expected, just like my colleague has rightly said, for the sake of Rivers people, if they so much love Rivers people, they claim, would have been a case of paying that courtesy visit. Say, our amiable governor, we have resumed. Whatever it is, all things have passed away. Behold, all things have become new. Now we are now recognized. Can we work in synergy? Even if you want to impeach him, it is small. Be entering small. Why you call him and die, call him and bury him. But now that I've come with muscle and power, just fairly recently, during the commissioning of one of the fire stations, safety this thing in River State, Fubara was so happy. He said he's so happy and glad that the people of River State are with him. He's so happy. He was even making very strong boasts. People of Rivers, people are with me. So if I'm the governor and my people are with me,
I'm cool.
Hey, the drama is just about to begin. That's going to wrap it up. Let's wait to that conversation. Let's